Well, we're on the Provo River in Utah. We have a couple of fellows here that won a contest, won a free trip with us, and we're fishing with bounce rigs. In other words, we're fishing nymphs deep. It's a tough fishing day. It's a tough fishing day. And this fellow's learning this technique, and this is difficult where we are, fast water and a heavy drip. You have to shorten your line up. If you can't control it, shorten your line up. He's getting the Dan's helping him. He's getting the idea. This is not easy. Slippery rocks too. You got to be careful. Tough fishing, but they're in this heavy current. He's got to fish deep with weight. Two flies down, two nymphs on there. Actually, probably a salmon. Oh, there you got him. Yeah, the fish weren't rising, so we fished deep in this inflow, the head of this hole. Notice he's keeping the rod up. Doesn't have his hand on the reel, so the drag can go. He helps Dan get the fish instead of pulling it away from him. Some people pull the fish away from us. That's a nice fish, about 15 inches. Brown trout, wild brown trout. He's happy. And this is the other man that won the contest. He's a little more experienced fisherman. Now he's bringing in a small fish, and you notice he's got his rod down low. That's okay with a small fish, but with a big fish, you need the rod up high where you play the fish with the tip. I'm using this as an example, not of a big fish or something, but of something. He's bringing the fish in. It's a little fish. Now he's got two hooks on. He's got the sinker on the end. He's got two hooks on. And before I could stop him, he did this. And ordinarily, that's not a big. See, he had. If he just had one hook, that's okay. But there were two hooks, and that fish flopped in, and he could have hurt himself. So he wanted to avoid that. Now this is later in the evening. We went down to another hole. Nice, deep, wide hole. Notice he's got waders on now. We were wading wet before. It's summertime. It's August. It was hot, so we had the waders with us. And when we decided to get in and fish deep, we put those on because I'll tell you what, that water is in the mid-50s temperature, and you don't want to be wading wet out there up as far as it. That'll give you a tingle there. I'll tell you that. Now he's fishing. He's not fishing deep with nymphs. Now he's fishing close to the surface with a wet fly, with a soft tackle wet fly. Notice his hands where he's making a little retrieve. He's casting across. The fish were taking caddis in that current. This was a difficult situation. We managed to catch several fish here, but this is the only one we managed to get footage of because it was starting to get dark. But this shows you. Notice he's doing that little retrieve with his hand there, and he got the fish there. Bringing it in for Dan to land, and we were basically out of light.